So Anthropic just cut the price of their fastest model by 67%. They didn't put it in the headline, they buried it in a footnote. Yesterday they shipped Claude Opus 4.8 and they called the whole thing a modest but tangible improvement. Modest, hold on to that word, because by the end of this video I think you'll call it the most dishonest thing Anthropic has said all year. There are three things buried in this release. The first one saves you money, the second one you can't unsee, but the third one quietly rewrites what Claude Code even is. And almost nobody is talking about it. Let's go. Exhibit 1. The price. On the old Claude, fast mode costs you $30 per million words in. Now it's 10. Output dropped from 150 to 50. Same speed, a third of the price. Here's why that matters to you specifically. That agent you were too scared to run overnight, the one that could quietly rack up $100 bill while you sleep, that exact job now costs about 33. So the thing that felt reckless last week is just a Tuesday now. That's not an optimization, that's a repricing. And Anthropic said nothing. Any other lab would have slapped 67% cheaper across the headline, but Anthropic tucked it into the model card. But that's the tell. They want you to read this whole release as boring, so keep asking why. Exhibit 2. And this is the one you can't unsee. Every model release claims it's smarter. I've stopped believing it, it's marketing. So when Anthropic said 4.8 is 4 times less likely to ship codes with bugs in it, I rolled my eyes, but then I saw how they did it. And it's not what I expected. They didn't just make it smarter, they made it more willing to say, I don't know, to stop, to refuse to guess. If you have used AI coding tools for a year, you already feel why that's huge. The thing that wastes your whole afternoon isn't the AI being wrong, it's the AI being confidently wrong, shipping broken code with a straight face. So a model that stops and says, I'm not sure about this one, is the first one you can actually trust to leave the rest of your code base alone. The Devin team confirmed it on their side. That's a real shift. But none of that is the thing that buried the deepest. Exhibit 3. The one they filed under research preview, so you'd scroll right past it. It's called dynamic workflows. Here's what it does. Inside one Claude Code session, you can now spin up hundreds of AI workers at the same time, all grinding on one job. Picture it, you point it at a migration across hundreds of thousands of lines of code. The workers split the work, they write it, they run the tests, fix what breaks, and they don't stop until the whole test suite goes green. Last week, Claude Code was you and one assistant grinding through a hard task together. This week, it's you and a manager running an army. That's not a feature update, so it's really a different product wearing the same name. And this is the tell. While every lab fights over who's 1 point ahead on some benchmark, Anthropic quietly stopped competing on the model. They started competing on what you can build around it. So the thing is, it's a preview, it's gated to the paid plans, and it has rough edges. Don't put it on production code today. But this is the direction the whole industry just turned. So let's go back to that word, modest. The model, sure, it's a modest step up. The benchmark win is real, but it's narrow. GPT 5.5 still beats it on a few tasks. If all you looked at was the model, you'd believe the word. But look at what they shipped around it. A 67% price cut, a model that finally admits when it's unsure, and an army of agents living inside your editor. Those aren't model updates, those are product decisions, and together they say one thing. Anthropic doesn't think the next year goes to whoever has the smartest model, they think it goes to whoever builds the best rules around a good enough one. So modest wasn't humble, it was a camouflage. So here's the one thing to actually do this week. Go audit your fast mode usage today. 3 times cheaper, changes the math on everything you run. Then keep one eye on dynamic workflows, because in 3 weeks everyone's going to talk about it like they called it. Tell me down below, if you could turn an army of AI workers loose on one part of your code base, what it would be. I'm reading every reply for the next 24 hours, and subscribe if you want these the day the news drops. Anthropic called this release modest. Now you know why that's the one word they got wrong.